I know how you feel. I know exactly how you feel. Like I said, when I'm sharing my personal testimony, I didn't want to move out of my comfort zone. This wasn't easy for me. And so, just like you tear up, I tear up. That's why it takes time for me to talk about a lot of my personal testimony, because it's just that, it's personal. You know, when God is calling you higher, you know, your yes takes a whole lot of courage. I told you guys, I didn't get here by myself. I told you guys, my spiritual mother, you know, who birthed me. I wish that I could stay in my comfort zone. You know, it's not easy for me to talk about even now. That's why I don't talk about it as much. But I'll be as transparent as I can, because I was always around what I felt was protection, what was safe for me. But when God knows that you have the ability and the potential to go higher, and He's asking you to do it because He has fruit that He wants. He has sons and daughters that He wants. And so you and God together have to come into covenant relationship with each other and say yes. And so I think any parent will want more, you know, will want better for their child, you know. And that's what God is doing as we are children of the Lord, you know. He wants better. He wants more for us, which is why He said, greater is He who is in us than he who is in the world. So we have to trust the process that He has us in. And so I completely understand, because you're passionate and you're compassionate about your process, you know. Everybody's on different levels, you know. And so I hear you. Never forget where you come from. I never forget where I come from. It's not easy for me to always talk about, because I understand. I wish I could stay in my comfort zone. I wish I could go back to the way things were at times, but I can't. I have to keep going. And so I need your prayers. You know, I thank God for your prayers, because I'm a person too. You know, sometimes people forget in leadership, you're a person. But I learned a lot from my spiritual mother. When you're on the front line, you get all the hits. You get all the hits, you know. But, you know, God made me for it. I was born for this. I remember one day she told me that. I was made for this. I was born for this. So there's things that you just have to hold on to. Hold to what you've learned. And that's what I do. I hold to what I've learned. I have several mothers, you know. But this one is close to my heart, because I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't be where I am today. I'm nothing without God. God